Hello everybody, how y'all doing? Y'all doing pretty good. So I'm going to come up here and do a reading. I guess it's, are they missing the relationship? Going to be the first question I'm going to start off with, okay? So, this could be related. Hopefully it's related to somebody that you was with. Maybe y'all not together. Maybe y'all might still be staying in communication. I'm not really sure. This message will not resonate with everybody that might potentially come in view. Could resonate with that one viewer that do come, because it was just something that you needed to hear. Hopefully you comprehend it good enough that it help you out. I'm recording this video on September the 16th. If you'd like to know. I do classify time as illusion. Timeless can be a thing, but unfortunately we work off of symbolism. So I don't know how well the interpretation rolls in a collective perception. So I'm going to start off with a yes or no question and get my fingers wet to get into this energy, to get a connection to the message and from the data. It's going to be, this overall going to be a freestyle read, and I'm just going to go as will and ask the questions as I see fit for them to come. Alright? So let's get started. For whomever and how many ever is meant to hear this message here. The question of concern is whether this person missed the relationship. This is a yes or no question. Can you release a card when you're ready for me to set up to receive the answer? Thank you. This is going on my social media platforms. Does the person miss, do a party in the relationship miss the relationship? A party that was in a relationship, potentially might be in a relationship, miss the relationship. That's what took so long. The Knight of Wands came out. My deck is in reverse, so I need to flip this deck over. Alright, Knight of Wands is very good. Because first of all, we're talking about passion. It can mean that somebody in this situation wants somebody to miss them. Doesn't mean that they are, doesn't mean that they're not, but we're about to find out. We're about to go deeper. And it begins off with the Ace of Wands. Alright. So, this is very interesting because the answer is yes, but I really do need to dig in. We start off with confirmation of Ace of Wands. So the Ace of Wands is telling me it's definitely a desire. It's either for somebody to you really want this person to be missing this relationship, or if it's the fact that y'all are still together right now, it's almost like it's something in the passion that's keeping y'all connected. Now we have the Ace of Swords, which just let me know this is a thought, okay? But the thing is that's here, and we also have the Ace of Pentacles, okay? Between these two cards is the Hangman, though. So that's telling me that somewhere down the line it's not apparent to what it's supposed to be. The shadow dynamic here we have is the Emperor, okay? The Emperor is here for the shadow dynamic. So I'm not going to say it's the masculine, but what I'm going to say is the main person of concern. The main person of concern is worried about the other person, and I feel like they're worried about the other person more than the other person is worried about them. So this is what I'm about to do. I'm about to get some more cards, right? And we about to pull another yes or no question. Like I said, I'm going to freestyle it because I really want to know a little bit more before going. Main thing I really want to know, because of the way that I asked the question, for me, I want to know if these two parties are still currently in reality together, okay? I'm trying to get as specific as I possibly can when I'm asking these questions, alright? So, before I continue to move on in this interpretation, is party A and party B that I brought this question about, are they currently still together in a committed relationship in reality, where both of them communicate that they are and acknowledge that they are in a committed relationship? And this is going to be another yes or no question. I want to try to desensitize all this information coming my way. So this will definitely help out. Can you let me know with one card that you're ready to answer this question? Is a yes or no question. Ah, look at this. We have the Emperor. Can you see that? That Emperor is here. That's the shadow dynamic. I like this for a confirmation. So let's get in and see. One. What is very interesting is we have the Ace of Pentacles come up, and the Ace of Pentacles is in the same position as the other Ace of Pentacles. But the answer is no. So y'all are not in a relationship. But the thing of asking this, and this is what's confirming the Ace of Cups. I do notice the Ace of Cups is not here, but I needed to understand this Hangman. So, this is also very interesting because the note comes up with Seven of Swords and the Queen of Pentacles. So, it seemed like when I was talking about this pentacle being here, yes, somewhere down the line, financial situations play a very impact of this. It's either about the way how the person is getting their money that was up in a relationship. It's about either the amount of money that was coming in the relationship and to understand each other's roles was an issue. It could play a role with this Seven of Swords being here. The independency, because up here we have the Ace of Swords and we have the Pentacles that's here with the Hangman. So the debate seems to be that the dominant role in the relationship is what caused this effect in this relationship for things to happen the way that it did. The control features that's up inside of here was either manipulated was either manipulated by environmental factors. We all go through environmental factors, meaning it's either by the way we was raised, we had certain values and stuff that we came up with. And as we grew in the world, impact, just the basic education. If you had college impact, all the people that come along in association. And now that, you know, the world is more contracted together instead of looking like an expansion, it's more looking like a contraction with social media that's here. It's more close contact. It's more situations where people would have some kind of idea of the type of law of attraction when it comes to socialization skills that both parties might have in common. Or it might be something that is in opposition, but you decided to tolerate it, probably once again under the law of attraction. Opposition is there under that. So, let me see what the shadow dynamic is here with this one. We have the devil. So, yeah. I do think control was the main issue with this. Now, I do think both parties was controlling. I do feel, and in a sense of being the way that I'm saying controlling, I feel like both parties had their stubborn side that's up inside of here. When the Queen of Pentacles coming up under the Hangman, both parties had their rushing, you know, y'all clashed a whole entire lot. And it had to be the physical attraction in almost at least 180 degrees, meaning in the representation of the way that you dress, style yourself and all that on the outer appearance, and then in the inner appearance of it, when y'all was able to connect on the sexual aspect, it would have its highest peak. So I believe that the physical attraction was always there. I think the mental attraction that came about was so far in mixed up in the chemistry. And when it wasn't mixed up in the chemistry, it was more released as curiosity. It was, you know, both of y'all tried to give each other your own respect. I could feel the core of the independency that was here in this relationship. Okay? I really can. But the thing is, somebody is missing somebody, right? And what I want to do is pick up these cards. Hope you got a nice little snapshot of them. And I want to figure out, right, on the missing aspect, I want to ask another yes or no question, okay? So, because the yes did come out, and thank you for the confirmation on whether they was in a relationship. I I would like to go to the point of, is the missing aspect that is felt in this connection here, does it relate to the transcendency and the transformation within the energy that once was connected? And that's a yes or no question. When you begin with giving me one card to let me know it's time the answers prepare to be read by me. Thank you. So we have the Queen of Cups here. And it was talking about whether this connection energy, which we get in the Queen of Cups, has been transformed in a transcendency state since basically the ending of this relationship. So let's see. And I'm asking this question because when two people are connected, you're leaving some kind of energy behind. So if this energy is being transformed, it might help reduce and get more control over why you feel this other person's energy. And it can be from the transformation. So let's see what this answer be. Ooh. Hold on 1 minute, I'm sorry. I had to rub my eye a little bit. So we have the Ace of Cups to begin this off. So this is definitely reflecting this energy. We have the Ace of Pentacles, and that is getting covered with a Page of Cups. Now we have the Three of Swords and we have the Nine of Swords that's also here. The thing that I feel with this answer is telling me, okay. So it's telling me it haven't transformed, but it has been recycled. Let me check the shadow. There you go. Ace of Wands. Okay. It haven't been transformed, it has been recycled. What I mean by what it's telling me about this recycle is somewhere down the line, one of y'all parties with this Ace of Pentacles with the Page of Cups, right? You are recycling the energy from what happened in the relationship, meaning you put up this judgmental wall with this Nine of Swords and the Three of Swords here from your relationships. Is you feel like each relationship And which is not 100% wrong, but you got to be careful how far you take it. You feel like from each relationship, there's some type of lesson. At least you going to take a lesson out of all your relationships. You yourself going to take a lesson out of your relationships. And out of you taking these lessons, whatever you feel that lesson was supposed to be in that relationship has become a fixation. So in the process of it being a fixation, it's almost like you dancing with your own subconscious mind. So either the person that want to know whether somebody else is thinking about them and you seeing here, you kind of flirting or you feeling somebody, but you're not 100% sure. Or maybe since you've been talking to this new person, once in a while the other person is popping up in your subconscious, or somebody from your past is popping up in your subconscious. Well, in your conscious state of mind while you're holding conversations. You're using these things, what I like to assume to be called red flags. You still might be still engaging in them, even though you're seeing them as red flags, because you had a contradiction or you had a strategy that you feel that you shouldn't carry along baggages. But you're in a state of a complex contradiction in your thoughts, because you bring in a baggage of lessons learned and not really justifying them as, instead of lessons learned that way from people doing things to you, you should have the energy to the point of lessons learned on the things that you like and you dislike about humanity while you dating and you interacting, or for somebody to be attracted to, or somebody to have on a long-term relationship. I'm not saying that's not dwelling somewhere in your head. I'm just saying that you don't have all of this written that way, and you assuming inside of your body that your brain is going to comprehend it that way. So I guess it's a contradiction of understanding what free will, choices, complexity, putting blockages up for ourselves is a lesson learned from somebody that's here, and giving so much totality to your brain. When you don't want to be controlled fully by your brain, you want to control your brain, which feels like you control more of your body actions. That's how I feel about it. Especially with this Ace of Pentacles with this Page of Cups. Now, the Three of Swords, when these cards was coming out, was interesting. This stack got the Two of Cups, the High Priestess, that's basically your thoughts and stuff. The Hierophant, that's all that I was talking about. The Hierophant is basically what I was saying here, telling you about your structure of your mind. You have the Five of Pentacles. You have the Wheel of Fortune. You have also the Moon card. So whoever this person is, you like feeling supportive under some extreme conditions. That's one of your target features when you engaging in somebody, is to make somebody feel supportive or to make somebody feel wanted. If not, that's something that you extremely desire. But the point is, it's going to be hard for somebody to interpret what is your comfortability when your comfortability is mixed up with the things that you haven't claimed uncomfortable, but you looking for as signs into that other person. So meaning, all of the people who will come after probably will approach the situation probably similar, which is going to put a trigger there, because what way is this comfort you want? And if that's the way you want, then they're going to go with their first instincts until they get to know you. So everybody after that point can make that same mistake. Then you had the 4 of Cups. You had the 5 of Cups. You had the 6 of Swords. And the Page of Pentacles. So after a certain period of time, after these red flags actually happen and be going on, you start getting distant. Your communication start breaking down. You got this, you got the 7 of Swords, and you got the Page of Wands. And so at that point in time, you use means of almost sex as a justification for somebody to be around you. They have to come, if they're going to be around you, they have to come around you with some type of firm justification. They have to almost realize that you in the mood for this. If you just want to sit there and watch TV and all this kind of stuff, they got to be there for that. Under the 9 of Swords, you got the Fool card, the 6 of Pentacles, the 9 of Pentacles. So you're very reactive. So if you go out, you like being the spotlight. When you go to get-togethers and stuff, or even probably when you leave a house, you like making sure you look good and you feeling like that star. You got the Knight of Pentacles and the Magician. You know how to wear your outfit very well. Very well. We had a Star card that's here. The 2 of Pentacles and the Tower. So you also get upset with people that you feel, how do I say it? So if you meet somebody, you got your own crib and this person got a roommate, and if they don't like the fact or they feel like you're a little too cheap, you'll start throwing rocks back at this person as if they somebody better than you because they got a roommate. So you don't like strategizing to a certain degree. You just believe in just go out there and do it. Do what you got to do. You don't like a lot of planning and saving. Now with this Tower card, then you got the Chariot card. You got the 6 of Wands. You got the King of Wands. And you got the King of Swords to the 9 of Swords. So, it seems like for whoever, this party that's here, that's concerned, whoever it fits, I think you want somebody to really be thinking about you. Now, I would probably say, depending on the party, whatever their situation is, you might trigger up once in a while on their mind. But I'm going to go ahead and get some cards, go a little bit deeper to make sure I'm on the right path before I keep talking, because that answer did come up, yes. So, let me go ahead and get 3 cards out of the tarot deck and see. Because with this energy being recycled, I'm trying to figure out what is the other party actually thinking about. Like, so let me get some cards and figure this out a little bit more. And then I'm going to be wrapping this up shortly. I think I'm going to stay on this little saga so long. Can I have 3 cards to come out and kind of give me a little more of an explanation on why the party was thinking about the party in this message here? Why did that yes come up in the beginning? I'll just take y'all too. So, we got the Queen of Swords to the Ace of Swords to Judgment to the Queen of Pentacles. This shadow card is the Strength card. Remember that, right? Because it seemed like the person only thinking about you because you popping up. But for real, all just aside, it seemed like you the one that did something to this party. So it's not, they're not thinking good thoughts about you. They actually hoping that karma is going to come your way. And that's crazy because I asked that question and they were saying that the energy is being recycled. So, in a sense, if they're hoping that karma is coming your way, and if you're striving to be happy and want to be with somebody, I mean, in a sense, that karma is actually working because you got blockages that's going on and judging situations by red flags. So you're not going to quite find your happiness because you don't realize you staying in the same status quo. You all about being yourself and who you are. So it's only, you know, if you don't take all responsibility in this relationship for it's breaking down, I imagine with these cards that's here up top, especially out of the 3 of Swords and the 9 of Swords, so I say it clearly. Out of those cards right there, I mean, you would have a funny way of showing your regret if you did do something wrong. But I mean, this person is not thinking pleasant thoughts. For real. Look at this. You had the Queen of Swords to the Ace of Swords. Look at the Queen of Pentacles looking at the Judgment card. It's looking at that Judgment card. So, I mean, technically, it's most likely with the Queen of Swords, it's a subconscious thing that's being reenacted out and you moving on in your relationship. So I guess the energy didn't transform and that's why it's recycled. So, they always tell you what comes around goes around. It don't always be it's going to come back the same way that it went around the first time. And this is one of those cases where it's showing because this person don't have to really be thinking about you. You know, you hold this person dear to your heart long enough, it's there. So, I'm just saying, you the hell this person did to your heart. So, you coming in wondering whether they still missing you. Oh, well, if they thinking of missing you, I mean, yeah, I guess that would be missing you. Technically asking for the universe to answer, because, I mean, if they saying the missing you as in you not their direct target, like if they throwing shots at you, yeah, they missing you. You probably say this bitch is a bitch, but I'm just trying to keep it real. I asked, was they missing you? I mean, shit, fucking these questions sensitive as hell when it comes to the fucking universe. It's up for us to figure out what the fuck we saying when we ask those questions to the universe. Like, yeah, they missing you. It's in their subconscious. Whatever happened, this relationship was damn sure bitter. They want revenge. They want you to get justice. They got an attitude or a semi-grudge, or at least in their subconscious mind, they don't fuck with you. And on the conscious side of it, they don't fuck with you. They don't fuck with you at all. They don't fuck with you. But in the event that you using the history of your relationship, that energy is there, and so because of your conscious awareness of all this shit going on in the world, you just a little bit spooked and fucked up and think it's this person. You could continue to think it's this person, and then you might lash out at them. They might get rich off of you. You just in a quicksand. Quicksand don't move fast. It just got a tight grip. I mean, some of them might move fast, but not all of them. You know what I'm saying? Some of them move real slow with a tight grip. That's all to it. You ever been a motherfucking sunken place? Oh, man. I'm just saying. Well, you can holler at me if you need a little help on getting out of it. I can help you out to a certain degree. It's going to come with some wounds, though. You got to be strong to do it. But I can help you. It ain't going to take no more than the magic you did. Put yourself in that situation. You ain't got to say a whole lot of special words, a whole lot of nothing. I can help you out, though. But anyway, that's it. There you go. So, yeah. They not directly shooting shit at you. It's just the energy. You holding on to it. We all made that mistake. We just don't even realize how much we made that mistake. But I'm trying to tell you on a lighter note of it, why I can laugh. Because I know for a fact we all make that mistake. This mistake right here that you're going through, we all make this mistake. It's just when you get to the point to recognize it. And it comes different ways. Sometimes people pray. And prayer get answered. They were so sincere about their prayer. It get answered. I'm just saying it's all different ways. But I'm out of here. It's Miss Peaches.